September the 1st, 2024. Guys, you're looking at a YouTube channel. Some of you probably seen it before, but it's Crux, C-R-U-X. Notice right up here. This is live, but that's not the name of the channel, not Crux Live, it's Crux. But this is a live event, and I'm going to put a link in there to it. What you're seeing is protesters clashing with police in Israel. I saw some drone footage earlier today, and the streets, as far as you could see, were packed, guys. It looked like, I don't know, 50 to 100,000 people, maybe. Someone may know that number, as far as you could see in either direction. And it was concerning for the fact that you're in a war, right? And you've got that many people in one place, and thousands could be taken out. But I don't know if the Hamas side of this event would attack, because they're actually protesting against the Israeli government, because they found 6 dead hostages, they said. I think it was maybe this morning or yesterday morning, and there's pictures up of them, and they were saying that Hamas killed them as they were approaching. Hamas came out and defended it very strongly, saying, no, they were killed in that bomb strike you did before this. So we may never know. I'm not choosing sides, but this is a flashpoint situation right now. And everyone kind of needs to pay attention to it, because there's people around the world that look at Israel as their home. There's people around the world that look at Gaza as their home, and the West Bank, and all of this is really in a major chaotic point. What will happen now that it's starting to get dark? Would that change the way that Hamas would look at this situation, or do they not want to stop this, because really the protesters are against the war, because after the news come out, and they decided for themselves that it was the IDF that killed the 6 Israelis in that raid. Don't know what's going to happen, and I'm not going to make the video long. I'm going to put a link. You can go there and check it out. But again, there's one side of this to where Hamas has lost a lot of people in Gaza, and a lot of citizens, and not just Hamas, and West Bank too. A lot of innocent civilians on both sides have been killed in this tragedy. I don't care what side you're on. I will never understand the bombing of civilians, women, children, anybody that's civilian, not in war. I never can. I'm not taking sides again, because both sides have lost civilians. It started October 7th last year, and this is the outcome of it. But it's a flashpoint in the Middle East. There's so many people. Now, it may have thinned out some tonight. I don't know. I can't really tell. You're not getting the drone shots. But today, guys, and you can find some pictures, that was as far as you could see, very wide streets. I'm talking about like a mile in every direction, completely packed, like at a major parade or something like that. There was no empty spots anywhere. It was a sea of people. Will this overthrow or attempt to overthrow the current government? And who is behind it? You could have people on both sides. There's my Huskies player. That's Big Rocket. But you could have people on both sides with ill intent. So it's kind of, again, flashpoint situation. If things start to go towards the public side of this, what will the IDF do? I've already seen some clashes. They're riding their horses through there. And it's, kind of crazy. It's like the people are going against their government that are in a war. Don't know how this will turn out, who will take advantage of the situation, but it's still live right now. It is 5:51 p.m. Central Time here in the U.S., but there it's nightfall. They're probably 4 or 5 hours ahead of us. So, and maybe a little more than that, but at least that. So, again, you're going to be looking at night views. Check it out, guys. I know a lot of people are not interested in this war, but this war could be turned into a world war very quickly. One nuclear strike, one major explosion, one to hit in this mass of humanity that's in the streets of Israel now. Don't know, but I'd like to hear your comment. I'm going to put the link there below. And one other thing, something put a damper on a lot of the storms we saw in the Atlantic. Went back from 50 to 40% from the storm, the number 2 storm I call it, that's close to the Caribbean. And it's getting a lot of dry air. Even the storm coming off of Africa doesn't look strong anymore. The models are downplaying everything. I was kind of shocked at it when I saw that. But you've got dry air in place, and it may be setting up for a more intense hurricane season. If these don't form, the water's still getting hot, but there's some big storms coming off the African coast. I'll take a look at it. Again, there's not much to update right now. The biggest thing is the storm system, not really a storm, that's setting out in the Gulf of Mexico. But guys, we're watching it. You watch it. Link below. It's a heads up. Be safe.